Hi, Mew. Yeah, Mew. This is interesting. I don't know what is supposed to happen tomorrow. I haven't figured that out yet. Now go and sort through that fucking bag and figure out what's garbage and what isn't garbage and what is not garbage and what is something else. I did not just send it up here for you to sit here.
You're actually eating a piece of popcorn? I can't believe I fucking missed that. And I tend to keep track of the rat traps. Like if they move, I notice them. Like I look at them every day. So I'm pretty distracted, Tim.
Okay, we'll try this one too. We're gonna get a picture of you.
Like that's one of my jobs is the trap in place. Okay, because if it isn't, I gotta go figure out where it is. But I've spent a week
we gotta turn this on.
totally doing something else.
Can
I see you? Oh, you little shit.
And the only thing with that is,
okay,
well, I guess if you died, that's okay because I can always
organizing that instead.
Pictures off of here if I have to.
Aww. But ultimately, right now, today, oh, she's got the most incredible water. Eyes, you know? You could have drank water. You didn't bring your water bottle. You had a glass. You could have had water at Nella's. And I don't know why I didn't remember to remind you.
There's two colors. There's the blue ring and then the outer yellow.
But I don't think it's fair that I should have to.
If the blinds are open and she's up on my lap and being snuggly, she'll look out the window and the sun will be, the brightness will come in. Her eyes turn lavender.
Take care.
A very soft lavender.
See, you're a little cooled off. Me too. That's good. That's good. I get to go home and, I don't know, find a glass of wine, retape my toe. It was standing straight up today.
What was?
My toe. He thinks that I tore underneath in here. And the idea is surgery. So, and this is the same doctor with Tim. And Joel said to me, he said, well, you do know what that means, which means basically 3 months. And I said, he said, keep trying to tape it. But then sometimes it hurts because it's taped. Like I've got it, like it's starting to spread again. But literally today it was standing straight up.
It's a dislocated toe.
I actually think that's what it is. I don't think it's crossover toe. I think it's dislocated.
It's dislocated. And how the hell did you do that?
Tim was having a go around with his health. I have a patio door that jammed up and I couldn't get back into the house. Nobody could help me. It's 11 o'clock at night. I'm getting out the ladder, going up on the roof to go through a trap.
This is cool.
So what does Joel say to me? Work with this. He says, I don't want to offend you, but you were sober. No, if I had been drunk, I wouldn't have hurt myself.
There we go.
And I don't know what I did. I slipped a bit with the ladder. I mean, I did. I went up and down. I tried to go through another window. You name it, I did it. And I didn't feel it that night. See, I mean, I'm that freaked, right? But in the morning when I got up, I couldn't walk. So.
Because my daughter had the same thing with her toe, and it was dislocated. Electrical tape?
Is a good thing.
Not for a dislocated toe. You need actual medical tape.
It won't stay on. The electrical tape will go through the boots.
I figured we go up to Home Park.
That's why we're doing electrical tape. It's cheaper.
So, you know, to drive up there.
Remember how to get there.
Well, it
It
a little bit.
electrical tape.
Well, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go check powwows out. Hang in there.
And I'm going to see about finding
only been an hour.
You should have seen it
I
today. It
would
was
not
scary
have
straight
gotten
fucking
that done. That's a 2 to 3 hour
Go hug.
production.
Go hug,
That's
baby.
what I figure. If I'm fresh, it might be a 2 hour.
Oh, yeah.
I'm anything but fresh. And I killed almost a good 2 hours up on the roof. Oh, the spiders. I don't know if you can get through there, Tim. Please do not scrape that. So I killed a good 2 hours up on the roof, which is probably, and Tim, it's hotter than you would think it is. I don't think it's really that away. Right.
That's where I got a call from.
Here you're turning left. And by the way, I've got the wrong boots on. If they've done, whoa, right here. If they've done it with sludge, we're not getting out because my boots won't hold up too well.
This is nice. This is cool.
Now, are you able to walk up the hill?
So,
Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's more than enough in. Okay.
That side. There we go. Did you build the frame?
I might want my
Did you build this frame?
two-wheeler.
No, I just like.
It's in the back seat. And it's got to be put in at the top, or it will filthy everything up again. Did you hear me?
Yes.
This is
You've got to lock
scary,
that
nice and cool. Are you going to be able to do that? There's a pavilion here now. Well, guess where we're coming. That's pretty cool, huh? You want me to I can pull that. Okay, I'm gonna keep going up. Are you okay with that? Are you gonna be all right? This is beautiful. This is with this is phenomenally wonderful. Like, wow. Oh, hi. I thought that you could, we would come up here more often. This would be cooler. How's it feel? You feeling okay? I should have kept doing the roof. Neck was that mess, of a mess though. I didn't bring your cards. I should have probably, but I didn't. It's pretty bizarre too, again. Great stick. Okay, cut the cards. This is nice. This is cool. Balanced. That's not a total. Did you build the room? Right. Did you build this room? It's fine. Yeah, if I'd known this was here, we would have been up here sooner. But coming up with the sun possibly beating on it, it wouldn't have maybe made that much of a difference. Well, yeah, that's
a good idea. Keep it down there.
well, exactly. Improvise for sure. I thought I would come up here for a couple of minutes and then and I'll send that stuff upstairs with you and you'll go upstairs and do that and then I'll put another one of the things on to export and then I'll come out and we should probably be out front with Sadie sooner or later, but she doesn't seem to care. It's that hot.
and I just feel, I don't know, I for a moment or two, after I didn't go to sleep, I just laid there, and then I got up and I thought, shit, man, I'm not as dizzy anyway. I thought I was going to pass out up on that roof. But that's what it felt like. Really odd. I don't know what else I gotta do, but something. So what do you have to say? Thank you for finally cleaning that up, Tim. This is the... It's the worst. I wish I had never gone out there on Monday. That's all I can keep saying to myself. You know, it really wasn't that great really being there. It felt really going to get up and do this strain for some reason. I don't know what was going on, but it felt strange. And at this point, you know, okay, well, you know, we tried to make a nice time of it and got a lot of, and
Since I did such a good job and all that, can I have a cigarette?
no, I would rather that you didn't. What is that box for?
Well, the notices.
Oh, maybe that's it. Is that what that's for? There he is at the moment. Yeah, look at me and smile. I don't know if I should go and try to bathe. See, this isn't as bad. This almost feels dry now. It is actually just wet and oozing at the best of moments with sweat. And I don't know what to put on it. I tried putting stuff on it the other night, and I tried putting some zinc on it, and it actually seems worse since I've done it. Take it she's gonna go walk it, right? Pictures, that's a nice there, right. But you know, there we go. I'm not sure there's another community trail as well, but I can't remember where it is. It's Johnson Avenue Road to it, and it wasn't Corn Park.
Glad you made it there.
It's nice. Hello. Yes, they've replaced the picnic tables and all sorts of stuff.
Yep.
Damn. Now we'll go front tape. So I don't know, I figured 10 minutes, and it's by that time it's 4 something, and the family getting it's 5, and
Shut that meeting down.
well, that's just kind of a little bit of a whatever. I was planning on going to New York tomorrow. I've got oh, it's a dog. That's what. I've got helping one in the morning, and then I'm going to go outside and probably do that back week. And in the afternoon, I don't know, I would like to finish the other one, but I have a feeling it's going to have to be done into the afternoon. I don't know when I'm going to finish it. It's painted, at least most of it's painted. And there's another painted in it. The other one I want to paint anyway. And I haven't figured out how to get her up there. I can't carry that up. And I don't know if Kevin would. Although I don't think this would do it either. It's going to be hours till I'm going down there and getting a little teeny pot of stuff back and forth. It's almost impossible.
Yeah, look at me and smile. there you is again. Hi.
I can't send it through the window. I don't want to take the taurine. I don't want to take taurine upstairs. If I could send it through the window to the roof, but the bucket won't fill. It's a 5 gallon to me, so it won't fit through that little side window.
There he is at the moment.
And I'm not sure. I didn't want to use a bunch of ice cream pails to do it. I could try to fill
Yeah,
it
look at me
down,
and smile.
and then I still have to take them up the ladder, one after the other, and then every one of them's garbage.
There you is again. Hi.
So whether or not I can get Ryan over to get the thing up, I don't know. I don't think he can take it down. He's not very agile either. So, I don't know. Well, it's nice to be here for a minute or two anyway. It's beautifully full. This is where we should have been off then. I didn't know this was here. I bet you was here then. This is not brand new. We could have come and sat up here the day we went to Hope. 40 degrees, I think it would have been better. It still would have been about 30 something.
There he is at the moment. Yeah, look at me and smile.
There.
There you is.
See, now I can't
Hi.
take pictures of the tops of the trees. There.
I'll sit for a minute and we'll get rolling again, and by that time it's and you've been out and drove for a little bit too, and I feel better just with the cool. The upstairs, Tim, is 80 degrees still. So this is what I'm living in, and at night it's the same. It never gets any cooler. Well, at least we know this is here now. Yes, Tim.
That's nice.
And this is what I'm doing, and I'm also doing not much sleep. Okay, we're gonna go get stuff out of the fridge for you too. And then you're going downhill right now. Look at me. There. Okay, so. Doesn't bother you going downhill?
need to take your jacket out of the van too. And for what?
The drive road there.
It was just a little bit of something. It feels good without them. I don't know.
The pavilion is really cool.
What?
The pavilion idea is great.
If you thought you could make it up the hill, in fact, it's got a covered area and change things for sunlight. And to go up there for 3 or 4 hours, I can't see taking, generally just going nuts with her kid. But Daphne might. And say, okay, I've got another great idea. Let's go here. Oh, look at these two. Oh, Nia, at least you're shaved. My girl is not hiding. She's walking around in whatever, meaning that she is cooler. And I figured if I got one more shave into her, he may make it. It's July, August, September. He might make it without any. It feels so icky. I don't know. Hers is a mess. She's got things, tufts. Look, it's a 2-day production on her in places that have just unfurled. Like, you know how he did? Yeah, I've got another good and his day or so on that roof. I don't know. You look pretty, Nia, considering all that up on top. It's that well. I don't get where they're coming from. Everything looks sealed. And yet I know where the leaks are coming in. So that means they might be running. I don't fucking know. And short of coating all sorts of sections of it, which I may end up doing yet. But I did it on the dip, and it never fixed. Sure, if you like that at all. It still has a trick there. And I don't know where it comes from. It just seems to just come directly there. I'm going to redo the dip section. She's managed it up there because where she hides, she gets a little breeze off the fan. And she's been out ever since I took her upstairs. This is not because I shaved her and she wants to make friends. It's just because she feels better.
If this is the Titan's home, and this life force sustains them, the Titan will show you the way.
I'm still thinking about it. I don't know if I want that. It's too hot, that's why. Yeah, well, it is. She doesn't like hot food. She'll eat it if it's cold. I can't imagine parking way at the bottom of the hill. But I think it would be a nice place to go sit. And I don't think we're right out there. Hello, Mew. I think Jen was really nice with her kid. I think it would worry her, like falling over an edge or this or that. So, stay there for a minute. Oh, Mew. Mew, you're not really helping here. Mew. That's better. Okay, there. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go out front.
Where
Come
are
on.
you? Okay,
And
good.
she's got
Get your water.
bread to do, and you probably need to change the water. And we're gonna get you to water the ferns tomorrow, and you know, whatever and whatever. But right now we're gonna do this. I'm actually glad I went in. Tim, my foot is not good. This. Come on, Sadie, move your bum. It's beautiful out here right now, and I haven't done several other things, but you know that's just. And I cleaned the fucking front yard. Oh my god, I'm really kind of overwhelmed. Wait. Jesus Christ. I need to. Those will sit there for the moment. I'm working on it, Tim. Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Of what?
Bike needs to have air in the tire. The other bike needs a pigtail on it. And all of that stuff. I suspect that I've got the pigtail plugged in. The pigtail isn't hooked to the battery. Did you follow?
Yeah.
Because I never thought to put the pigtail on. I don't know why. And then when we put it in there with Kevin and Ryan, I plugged it in, and it wasn't until later that I said, look, you never attached it to the battery, and I've still got paint. But I had wiped myself down. Yeah, you're over there pooping, aren't you? Which is why the water turned a funny greeny, brackish. Like I'm bathing, I washed my hair, and I went, holy shit. So it's no wonder I felt so icky. I needed to probably clean myself off, even if I'm going to do something else. I'm going to play with that stuff tomorrow. I'm going to be the same way. But starting the forward room, I haven't even started throwing stuff out yet. I've been cleaning and painting and fixing, and the two roofs are painted. It's recocked. I don't know what to make of. I don't understand any of it. Because where it's leaking, there doesn't seem to be nails. That means it's running.
No.
Well, who fucking knows from where at that point? A moisture probe might figure it out for me, but I'm not just pouring this stuff all over the fucking roof. But if I don't paint the tops, I will have holes in them. That's why I did this one, remember?
Yeah.
Look, it's holding like beautiful. The little one over my back door has got Rennie too. That everybody thinks I should next year will be about Kelly or eaten through. Maybe you should launch the illuminate spray paint. The easiest way to do it. That this air conditioner, we're not sure what's going on. It has worked on the top. It's worked. It's not worked. Those two. It's still there now. We're trying to fix it. But Rennie said to me, she said, you should be launching the complaint. But you know, ultimately, you should be launching the complaint and saying, you know, Kai's, that would be good. Kai went the distance. She's managed to get somebody in to manhandle this upstairs. It's still not really working well. We don't know what we're doing, but you know what? To deliver a piece of stuff that is not reliable and just expect somebody to deal with it is not right.
No.
That means you go to community services. straight to community services because they sit under the umbrella. You don't talk to Kelly. You would call community. Do you know what the story is? You do, don't you?
Yeah.
What's the story? You got offered an air conditioner.
I got offered a fan.
An air conditioner arrived. It was so heavy that somebody on disability was not well, had to get it out.
And then we're
Kai,
going
who
to do
is your
something else and
caregiver,
something else, okay?
and said, I don't know what to do with this. This is the 1980s or something.
Upstairs, so let's go
And
that
got
way, okay?
told off that she wasn't caring enough. I ended up in the hospital anyway. She went out of her way to get it installed. It almost worked for the one day. Then it stopped working. Now it's stuck in the window. And we're not sure what to do with all this. But Kelly said that she would not come get it. And that's the bottom line. She said she would not come get it because she can't carry it and she has nobody to help her. But she is younger than Kai and I, and Kevin, and everybody else, and the guy who helped strong arm it up the stairs with Kai when I was in the hospital. This is no way to be running seniors' resources.
Is that what that's called?
Okay, well, that's
We're going to
bottom
go that
line.
away, and then we're going
And
to
if
do
you want
something
to,
else
you
and
can always
something
say,
else,
you know,
okay?
this is the best of how I understand
And
it. I'm not that
you're
well
gonna come
anyway.
through, and
if you have to, you can talk to
and
her or
Teresa
Kathy upstairs. So let's go that way, okay? And then you just give the phone number. And that might be the thing. And you do the complaint. And maybe they won't stop doing your, I don't see how they can stop doing your food thing. But we have got that thing. Rennie said to me, she said, oh God, leave it in the window. I said, I don't know what to do. I don't even know how I'm going to get it down. I will have to find somebody. I think Ryan and I can get it downstairs. But we've at least got a little shelf built. So that's a start.
Twinkie Bums.
Ironically, the hot, dry conditions make for some great wine. But
Yeah,
the
well, I
picture
can't
from
afford
this
it right now
lofty
anyway, can I? And they're not to be
position
had.
is anything but rosy.
It was not a bad day, and I didn't have too many freak attacks on you, so that's a start, right?
Vineyards, there's signs
And-
of drought even here. There's reservoirs which are half filled, and there's creek.
It was better coming in too, Tim. It really was. You didn't argue with
California
me,
drought that began
have dumb
5 years ago
questions,
is a slow-motion
and
catastrophe.
it is difficult
It's
because I
impacting
am
the lives
packing it
and
all
livelihoods
in
of millions
and
of
putting it
people
away
across the
and
USA
opening this
and
and doing the whole bit, and with you in the middle of it wandering back and forth, it just complicates it. And if we
So
were
here
in
we
this
are in
kind of
my-
an alley,
Yes.
it wouldn't be a big deal. Maybe some neighborhoods
Spot.
I could just sort of come and go out of the house. I can't do it here. You can't leave that thing fucking unattended.
Across California,
Somebody will walk off the bags.
residents to reduce
I don't know who to call and say, hey, do you want to show up at a park?
Now tomorrow, I take
Whatever it is
taking
has to
the
be
bikes
planned a lot
over
sooner
there.
than this.
The brown bag will have to go in. Both oxygen tanks will have to go in. I have my fat.
That means a
Oh
little
shit!
self-promotion and a whole lot of
I should have
public
carried the
drug
other
shaming.
satchel.
This is Tom Selleck. He's a water thief. He actually was fined by the
That's
city
the easiest way to do it.
to water his plant.
Is if I take the cloth bag,
as a comedian,
I can
just
put the
try to find
bags
new ways to
into
make
it, and I've got
justice.
one bag.
Putting these up, actually, people started
Okay.
asking questions, and a lot of people didn't know that this happened.
Because anything else will be fine on the bike.
So if LA is
But I tend to take the little pouch of on it off it. If I leave it parked in places I don't know what to make of. Because the little pouch, if you grabbed at it, it will come off. The skulls and things look like they're affixed to the tank. So the odds of somebody trying to take them off are not good.
Yes, I know. It smells interesting. I don't know what's like that all over me.
You know, if you
His
want to do it, it's a
hot spot is acting
The
up.
same thing with the brown bag. You can ride it out the brown
What?
bag, but then there's no place to put the popcorn.
No, he scraped it. If he scratches, he'll scrape it. Yes, it's been acting up. Oh, what? You smell what? I don't know what you think you smell on me. What do you guys all smell on me? You don't know. I'm you. What is it? You don't know.
Much of California, the big
Sage.
is dry scrub. Even desert, if not for native species count, is down, creating an opportunity for non-native species to move in.
So here are these non-native jellyfish and the non-native prawn. This is a Siberian prawn.
Fun chewing off chunks of it.
From Korea, actually. We got another non-native species.
California's insatiable desperate times call for desperate measure. But are Californians ready
That's
for
because
this?
it's crunchy and it's a little sweet. And she's got a thing for sweet. Oh, that's so good. Oh boy, I'll lick my lips again. Oh boy.
And not a drop of effort. That pretty much sums up California's predicament. This water-hungry state is placed beside the largest.
Okay, so you're gonna try that and see what it reads at, right? Put this on, just gonna read it. It's 2021 today, but you're gonna get some rest so you can go to church and then go out on the bike. Does that sound bizarre?
Well, it's pretty rough.
Patty just kind of grinned funny at me. I said, I don't know, he seems to like it there. And I don't mind going, it's air conditioned. And,
My bench is recycled.
that's pretty cool. And it's not. What a thing to tell Patty. I said it's not a long service, and it's just kind of. She told me that they're meeting at their place or outside. I said, you know, I could do that. See, I could do that. So here we are in my. And I said, yeah, I'm going to church, Patty. Believe it or not, I'm going to church. She just grinned.
They're also so delicious.
So I don't know who to call and say, hey, do you want to show up at a park? I'm going to a biker church. Whatever it is has to be planned a lot sooner than if we had gone to a couple of the biker churches closer to Vancouver sooner. I may have thought it was the best thing in the world. You know, we got people there with tattoos, they're cool. You know, one or two are smoking in behind the church. They play great music. I don't care. They want to say, you know, Jesus is Lord. I don't care. They're cool people. There's very little pretension, which is why they're cool people. And I don't know about Ingrid and her husband. I think they're exceptions to the rule. Because in the Dutch community, there's a lot of pretension. And see, that's what I can't handle. I just can't do it.
These look like old school.
Anyway, so we're gonna go to church. No, after Anishinaabe. We're gonna go to Anishinaabe and do that, Adawa. Then we're gonna go to biker church. There she is. Then we're gonna go out on the bikes, and then we're gonna do something else. Okay? Oh. Anyway, okay. Okay. Yes, come on, Dad away.
Oh, let's go. Come on, let's go.
Go Dad away. Okay, where's Sadie? And I'll do your picture. Yes, just your night, evening, your beautiful girl picture. Okay, we're going to go in here. I'm going to go to the bathroom. Then I'm going to find all the stuff that you have to take upstairs. Take pictures of you changing your clothes. But yes, there's Twinkie
The meat
Girl.
is prepackaged.
I'm working
Cheese is
on it.
prepackaged.
Hi.
I need a container for that. I could take cream cheese instead of butter. That actually would work easier, wouldn't it? And then we will need ketchup. I said to her, I said, well, you know, you guys need to bring condiments anyway. It's one thing we don't have. I think Tim has ketchup. I don't know. But if they were coming, bring a bottle of ketchup and your drinks. And she seemed to like the idea. She said, that would be lovely. And I said, well, I've got the ability to do it for reasons or whatever. It's just, I do need a commitment.
And I need that not just because of me packing it out there, but because of you. We need a commitment on this. And maybe we can turn this into a little bit of an adventure. And I said, well, you know, maybe I'll invite Daphne. Is that all right? Because then it just suddenly occurred to me, and I thought, well, she's met Daphne. Daphne was the main thing, and like, well, you gotta stand up, it was a little cooler or something. Come out, and we're gonna look at them. Daphne's met them. So, okay, so let's get on with what we're doing, and you're what you're eating. She's got little things that are down this long.
JC? Michaela?
So they're remember the first time I did him with the things that popped out on him.
Oh, I think Natasha. Avicen's by in Arcadia. Oh, Sagamuk. Oh, that's good. How do you say American in Ojibwe? Kaylin.
What is this off of?
Piece off the vacuum that came out when I took the tank out.
I sat here the other day and thought, I wonder if he's ever going to sit there again.
Of course I am.
What?
Of course I am.
I don't think cords. I'm putting cords away right away rather than waiting till after that. So you can do that rather than help me get the bike out. You see how that is a bit of an issue? I've carried ladders and everything around to the front already too, Tim, and you won't be out there doing that. So the other thing you could do is start pruning that tree. I don't know what you can do with it officially. I need it into a garbage can or something. And I don't care to pick it up and carry it around with whatever. And it could all be stood there and pruned today. So there's things that you could do this way. And I don't know about the ones out front. I'm hoping I don't have to try to hand saw them because I will be there for 4 hours doing it. I don't know how to do the cedars that are whatever, and I can't afford Joe Skillen right now. I can't afford $700.
Oh, okay, well,
Sitting here enjoying the cool breeze.
This is why I said that day, go get your thing and get into the backyard. All of that could have been avoided, Tim. You've got that on full?
No.
Yes, it is.
Well, yeah, it's on full flow right now
Well, why aren't you on pulse?
because it makes a difference on how I breathe.
Okay, I'll go get the bike out and get you out that way, and you find your tools. And then I'm going to go to Home Hardware. I have to determine.
It's not. Hello. Well, that's a place to find you. Yeah. Well,
the screws.
I just figured. I don't really want to stay long at Timmy's, Tim. I want to come in and do everything else I got to do, and you eat and go to bed. Now you've got those two things upstairs to eat tonight. Okay. And I can probably get this into saddlebag if I had to. Sit down. Oh, I should have said, is this the white truck?
Yep.
Okay.
Busy, yeah. Busy both ways.
Busy what?
Abbotsford and Langley, both ways is chock-a-block.
Oh. Beautiful.
God, I don't have to do that every day. Oh yeah, that was great. I went across the bridge once for a job. So I've got your phone number.
595. The lady at Shaw, she says, I got a bunch of numbers you can choose from. And she's rattling off these numbers. They're all different.
I got 393-7595.
Yeah. And then she says, here's one 392-7595. So that'll do it on this one.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So the buy a phone?
No, actually I got one given to me. Mine forwarded, she's moving it. She's moving it to Boston. I told her, you have to plug me in because I don't have a phone. I got to go buy one because apparently you can.
You made it. And you think you look awesome, do you? You think you look awesome.
I've got no place to put my helmet.
You do so, huh? I take the key off, I turn it off. There, you made it. Hold on. Look. Hi. Look at that.
Surviving the heat, huh?
Well, you know, I guess you do what you do. I defy you guys to try to do that with the tanks.
Yeah.
You haven't found me a spider yet, huh?
No. Did you hold that on your motorbike?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, you got respect for it, right? Oh no, listen, he's made me crazy with being an old man at this point, but this at least is, there's something to be said for that. And he used to ride something much bigger than the 250, okay? But hey.
Yeah. It is what it is now, isn't it?
Well, there is that, and I guess it's a good thing I kept that little bike, wasn't it? Oh, and by the way, okay, I hope you're listening.
We're listening.
When I went back to riding, which is what, 15 years ago or so,
Yeah.
that's what I bought. I bought it from a man who was 70 years old, never ridden. He had bought it almost new or whatever. The dealer would give him nothing for it. He said, but you like that little bike. And that was about the time I was thinking, why don't I go back to riding? Well, I'll just go get this.
Yeah.
And the guy
Everyone,
that sold it to her,
no, well, the punchline was why is he getting rid of it? Because as soon as he got his license within the 3 months, he went and bought a Ducati. Okay.
999.
70 years old. Okay, now listen, everyone of your age, 15 years ago and plus, fussed with me repeatedly. Oh, it's a baby. Oh, you can't keep up. Oh, you know what? I was a good rider because I could, because he's learning what it only goes so, yeah. Don't hit a headwind with it, okay?
No.
But you know, I'll tell you, for a little 2006, that Shadow,
I'm gonna sit for a
that
second
has
and
really
drink some
gone the
water
distance.
while I'm
It really has. And you know, if I ever
This is looking
just put myself
really-
on the road, that would hook
Tim,
to
why
the
is
back
this
of it.
looking so distorted
And
in
what's
color?
that other thing he says?
It's like it's running too hot.
Well, the baby Shadow
No,
is what it
does.
is.
That just looks like it's running too fucking hot.
So the other joke, this man may not be listening. The other joke was, I bought the Boulevard on a shoe sale when we got the Virago home. Because it was a nice, you know, it was a shoe sale. Or was that when I bought it? I don't know. So I then decided that I didn't like the seats, so I sculpted the seat. Now that I wasn't thinking, okay? So I can poke fun at myself. I got on it and I went, wait a minute, I'm on a moped. So I changed out with Harley bars and I did a bunch of stuff. And I would stop at places like Starbucks and the old guys would come in and go, what is that? Oh, look, it's a Boulevard. So I just said, okay, I'll go over to Les's, and I got a little sticker that Sullins. It's deteriorated over the years. Cut it out carefully, stuck it on. Sullen is lady motorcycle clothing. The old guys would pull in, and I'd be sitting with a friend, and I go, oh, it's a Sullen, it's a Sullen. Oh, but my wife has those jackets. I didn't know they made bikes.
Bonnie and I were unpacking
Gotta have fun in this world. Hi. Shit.
Oh dear.
Well, then either that or she wasn't feeling well. I'm gonna sit out here for there.
Yeah, you gotta move it the way you want it.
Hi.
But they did an amazing job.
That's good.
Alex, where's his finger?
Oh, yeah.
Now we
You can feel the headwind with it, can't you? Yeah. Well, it's because you're frail too. Tim, you weigh less than I do.
The lamp over and busted the
I don't know what you'd do if you didn't have those tanks on. That thing would just buck all the way down the road.
I have my gloves on. I think get the room one that.
And my street has a closed-in patio.
Oh, so that gets extra one. So you have to keep the blinds closed and keep the heat up.
I know.
That's pretty ass tenuous. Like, what is that? That's not a newer one either. That's maybe somewhere not past 8 or 10. They're making a Rebel 1000. Oh, well, that's pretty cool.
Drove out and turned right.
It's basically a shadow, is what it is.
Too big a truck for where he was.
There's basically a shadow.
The windshield's cracked and my white cover was ripped. But I saw yesterday I did a 3-hole oil change on it. It actually spidered.
I thought, well, go in. I'm going to sit here till I have to go to the bathroom, okay? I've got things like shadows and bigger stuff at home that's 700-800 pounds. I know what you mean by the arm. I have a silice on this side, and I moved it today. I've got it up for sale, the one of them, and I moved it today and said, oh my gosh, now I can't walk. Like, but see, the Boulevard I got when the hip first, I had an injury, and it's 400 pounds. It's a 650. It'll do the highway. Just make sure you got your bags packed, right? You know, like, because like I'm not that big anyway. And it's great for, commute, do the valley and whatnot. So, yeah, it's, boy, I tell you.
My arm is not like I can feel the throttle.
I
it's there, but
feel for you.
Just tingle, 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 and a fucking shooting pain, which never goes away.
I feel for you.
Yeah.
That's kind of what is here.
Tried getting rid of it, but nothing's helped.
No, it doesn't. And me, I used to be a nice lady. Now I'm just a royal bitch because I am the primary caregiver. That this is a big thing for him because there's lots of moments he's really not on board.
Yeah.
But
Friday night ride? Where are you guys going?
We're not going anywhere. He's coming out to see the guys. So
okay.
and I said, okay, we're going to do that. And, but that's okay because here's the thing. His I'm going to disability, whatever, is obvious. Among other things. Yours is not. Yeah. You see how it works?
This is looking really.
He knows with me. They say, oh, she looks healthy.
Tim, why is this looking so distorted
Somebody wanted me to pick
color?
something up the other day, and I said, I can't move that.
It's like it's running
well,
too
you're
hot.
stronger than me. No, I'm not. Trust me now, I'm not. So.
No, it does. That just
geez.
looks
You're
like
from
it's
Chilliwack
running
too?
too fucking
hot. 30 years. You've been here a while. What's your name? Maybe I know your family. I need to look at that when we get home.
But I own KDS Vendors.
Oh, do you?
My company.
Oh.
I've been out here for 20 years.
Oh my goodness.
Like running my company.
Yeah.
Busy. A little slow right now, but it happens every year around April, May.
Did last year bother it?
No.
Really?
My busiest like years.
Really?
I was down for about a month.
Wow.
So after the COVID hit, I slowed down in April because everybody thought everyone was going to die.
Oh yeah.
And then
nobody
things
did.
Picked up about the end of May and then just swamped.
Wow.
No holidays at all, just fucking 7 days a week. It was terrible. And then I finally slowed down in about April.
You need to get on the road. Maybe you need to do what I want to do. I need to sell bike. If I could sell things, I can raise enough capital. I need a Spider. And I know, 2 wheels in the front, but you know what? Those things are like sports cars. The faster you go, the tighter they hug. You can't tip them. Like, oh my goodness. And they'll do snow.
We would go see?
At this age, I guess I could call Rennie and say, you know, do you want to go to Starbucks? But like I said, all these things probably should be organized earlier. Well,
I own lots of Can-Am stuff.
do ya?
Oh yeah.
See, I can pick one up through here. He said about
not
10.
at that time of day at
Believe it or not. We'll get
2:30.
me a used and change the seat out so I can stick them on the
We
back.
did 3 circles around here before we
Now
even
that's not
headed
the
that
big
away.
deluxe model. It's kind of the, you know, a little more. What is it? The scale. They're the scale down. They're the Sportster of spiders, right?
Yeah.
But the seat can be changed out and bags can be set into it. Heck, man! And at that point, it'd be like putting the dog on the back.
I know pretty well. I own a fucking fleet of snowmobiles and quads.
Well, this is like this.
From Lars, too.
This is like this spider, you know. A woman I knew picked one up. I didn't have foresight in those days. 3 or 4 years ago, when I bought another bike and I did all sorts of stuff to it, and I ran into her and she's on a spider. They were only all Harley people, right? And her boys, who were, I don't know, are men. And he said as well, he says, oh yeah, I don't know what to do with it since she got that. And I said, really? Is it that bad? He says, no. They go to Alberta 2 or 3 times a year. He says, we get in the passes. We're stuck. And she's going, see you later. Yeah, you know, I'll be at West Edmonton while you're waiting out the snow, right? So I'm going to sneak over there and have a cigarette. And it's nice to meet you. I'm Kai.
Him, or you should yell at him or wave, and
He won't see dick. You know that, don't you? Well, there he is. He pulled in there. So you can talk to him for a minute and tell him it's just too hot in there. Yeah, well, we don't want to forget that. That's in there. I'm not used to having a different shaped phone. Mine, if I set it on the ground, I would know it was there. But I'm not used to that one. What is that? What the hell was that? That wasn't our CMP. It's not a forestries. That's not corrections. Hello?
Yeah. What are you guys doing?
Well, he couldn't handle it in there. He says there's not enough air conditioning. Yeah. Yeah, apparently it is. Is there anybody we can think we would go see? I guess I could call Rennie and say, you know, do you want to go to Starbucks? But like I said, all these things probably should be organized earlier.
Compared to 170 degree.
What? How are you?
not at that time of day at 2:30.
Well,
as well as can be expected.
We did 3 circles around here before
as
we
well
even
as can
headed
be
that
expected.
away.
yeah. Well, one day at a time.
That's about it, too.
Yeah, and a parking lot. You guys aren't prepared for that. Anyhow, I'm gonna grab
Okay,
a coffee.
take it easy. You're gonna go in and say goodbye when you're headed? Well, then finish that up and whatever you're doing, and we'll get rolling. Because I don't really want to just sit here on the.
What it on 43 day, it was tolerable up there.
And the reason it's tolerable is because it stays with this shade all day, that whole area. So, you know, it gets muggier, but the temperature. Hello.
Again?
How are you? You're back from Sycamoose.
I'm back from Sick Moose.
Ah.
Are you sick of moose yet?
Sick of moose. I like to shoot them.
Yeah.
Well, he's a little better. He rode the 250 tonight. You should be proud of him.
Good.
Ah. See?
I hear
Look,
you were down our place.
What do you think?
couple days
Yes.
ago.
Yeah. Look.
Well, you gotta
last
hang out a
week.
little bit longer.
Well, that's good.
Because the old lady is very slow.
Is there anybody we can
moving.
think we would go see? I think the next time I'm just supposed
I
to
guess I
open
could
the back
call
door
Rainey and
walk
say,
in.
you know, do you want to go to
That too.
Starbucks? But like I
And
said,
just
all
go,
these things probably should
hello.
be organized earlier.
So what were you doing up there? What? Did you go up on top?
No, I was.
Not at that time of day at 2:30. We did 3 circles around here before we even headed that away. But I'll tell you, there's no real air conditioning, so the heat gets to them.
Stifling in there?
It's stifling in there. So I'm going to put him on the bike and ride him around the long way home, and there we go.
Get some fresh air.
Well, that's the idea.
So now you can take that off and ride? No? You can't take that mustache off?
Oh, mustache gets great.
So you get air conditioning with that? Did they put some Freon in there so it gets cold?
That would be nice, wouldn't it? That would be nice.
Glass.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, that's
Life sucks,
incredible.
doesn't it?
It will never
Well,
make
it's
it
not
there.
what we were told it was going to be. You know, this
You've
was
got
all
to pull
supposed
that
to be the golden
in a
years,
certain
and
way,
everything's gonna be
and then I've got to
hunky-dory
put these
here.
things
Oh,
in,
something
and
that you got
I'll
golden
open the
this year.
van.
Oh, well,
and
that
put the other
too,
tank in,
I
okay?
know. It's just, it ain't,
Get that.
age just is not what it's cracked up to be, so.
Yeah, well, you gotta just put your hair in bleach and then.
Do his hair, he'll feel better about himself. Did you ride or did you bring the van?
No, I couldn't ride. I peeled my heel today.
What did you do to yourself?
Bottle deep. I took the cart and I had it behind me and whack.
Oh, well,
Right.
now, there you go. See, that's, hate to say it's probably an age thing too, right? I know, it's just,
No, it's a stupid move or
well, yeah, that too, and the
Being in
ankles
a
aren't
rush,
as,
that's another thing.
no,
Great play,
that's,
Shakespeare.
Sorry, what?
The what?
Great play, Shakespeare.
Yeah, well, that's incredible. It will never
At least
make
he
it
has a sense of
there.
humor still.
Somebody will trash it. You've got to pull that in a certain
So, you all
way,
cool now?
and then I've got to put these things in, and I'll open the van, and you can put the other tank in it,
Oh, no,
okay?
in your room.
no, it actually, we've been doing, I built a screen for it, and so on the cooler days, we've had just the air going, because one of the days, the next day when it heated up, it wasn't kicking well. I think the thing's on its last legs, but there isn't another one to be found. So that's okay. Today it was stuffy up there. He hasn't had it turned on. He sat in the backyard. So that
Was it getting low or what?
well, I don't know. It was Canada Day. Yeah. So what did you do? You forgot the phone or something, and I ran upstairs and I went, this is nuts. It's warmer in here than it is outside.
That's
so
incredible.
I flipped
It
it
will
off.
never make
we went
it
down
there.
to the
Somebody
thing,
will
the
trash
function,
it.
it's the orange shirt.
You've got to
Canada
pull
Day.
that
and
in
I went
a
off
certain
to-
way, and then
What
I've
is
got
it,
to put these
Fountain?
things in, and I'll open the van, and you can put
but
the
it was
other
mostly
tank
blowing
in it,
hot
okay?
air. It was like the
Did you have it
cooling.
cranked totally up? Yeah.
You got it all the way through. So, but hey, you've at least got a shelf there for starters if I manage to replace the thing. So, and until then, I haven't even tried to take it out of the window yet. We'll
Well, in
see.
a couple of weeks they'll probably be all over the place, but a little bit late. But
That's, yeah.
But you might want to pick one up just for future.
I figured somewhere, towards fall and get one, and then get it up there. But whatever you pick up now is not as heavy as what these things are. I mean,
Yeah,
that was.
operate.
I thought we were taking up like a 300-pound man. Well, yeah, that too. Oh my God.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, an old
Sorry,
fridge.
what?
It just.
Glass.
Well, I can't
Yeah,
find
well,
the thing even
that's
online
incredible.
with the model number.
It will
That
never
tells you
make
how
it
old
there.
is.
Somebody will
Like
trash
there's
it.
no pictures of it
You've
anywhere.
got to pull that in a certain
although
way, and then
Frigidaire's
I've got
been
to put
making
these
them for
things in,
forever.
and
I suspect
I'll
it's a
open the van, and you can
20-year-old
put the other
to
tank
begin
in
with.
it, okay?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
I don't know what you could do with it. I don't know if it's low and Freon or what it is. I don't
That's
know.
quite probable. But to get it down out of the window and get it charged again.
Yeah, well, how much are going to cost to get charged?
Exactly. And the other thing is because it's an older unit, it's not power efficient. It just will suck a lot.
Truthfully, I think all these power efficient things, I think it's just a bunch of crap.
Do you really?
That's just like COVID.
It's smoking in there. It's warm. Really?
I've never seen my build go any less than whatever before.
Take him out and ride him around behind me, and I'll tell everybody that you're headed, or unless you want to come in for a minute and just go say goodbye, okay? And I'm gonna go do that to the bathroom. All right?
Trying to.
Whose muggier in here?
Okay, hang in there. We'll come look for you.
Sorry, what?
Oh yeah, you know it's worse in there than it is out here by a long shot.
It will never make it there. Somebody will trash it. You've got to pull that in a certain way, and then I've got to put these things in, and I'll open the van and you can put the other tank in it, okay? And I'm hoping Hogan Park is not going to be too hot. I don't know where else to go. Quam would be beautiful. I suppose if we came back to Hogan, it's too hot, we'll head for Quam Park. Catch me. Oh, there's okay. Well, we're doing there. See you bare feet. Okay, there. What's on your leg? You don't know what that is? Tim, I on the tape. I know that I had the tape running. So wherever he said, well, then you should be bathing, shouldn't you, or something? I would find out, because we met at least now. We talked about business and what was going on. And I asked him, as I said to him, I'm standing there, I said I was going to sit there. I said, I'm going to go to have a cigarette. I said, what year is this? 2018. And I said, this looks really sharp. It's the tires that set it off. The tires with the color, like, wow. So we started talking about whatever, and I said, thank you for mentioning it to him. He says, yeah, that's something. He rides too. He's got 3 bikes and can't ride because of a shoulder. Would you like to fix this light and try screwing it in tighter? And if it, okay, so don't play with it. The bulb may be going. Go get your dinner. And he said, I haven't been on a bike for a year or more. He said, my whole arm is numb and tingling. And he pulled it out. He said, and this is just unreal at any given moment. He got a shoulder injury and nobody will fix it. So we talked about that stuff too.
I am on this journey to continue the legacy of Skull.
How did you feel about going out? Well, then I don't see why we wouldn't go out at 4 and start doing those kinds of moments again. Meaning that we're in by 6:30 or 7, and I come up here for an hour, and it cools down in here. You know, it will cool down.
Okay, we've got to put that in the trunk or in the back.
This week. We're going to run 29.
Wait a minute.
It's not supposed to crack over, but that will heat it up. It will be warm in here. And I don't know what to do with the air conditioner. It may be that maybe it kicked on properly. It wasn't working properly in the backyard.
Some of that stuff,
you know, he was sitting there going like this, going, well, I don't know if is it getting any cooler? And I'm going, it just
we'll
makes
do
a fan blow. I don't.
Look at me.
So us dragging it up and getting it in there, may have jiggled it enough to get it to kick for a little while. But I personally think it's an old unit, and that's why it was donated. It wasn't donated because it's a
wonderful piece of
I
thing.
am so grateful to my parents who were so proud of who we were and how important it was to know.
And I don't even know if I want a
where
thing
you
in the
came
window.
from.
I personally think we should be buying an upright.
Hey, how's it going? Good, yourself? Good, good.
Well, then it's a question to get that out of there, get it out, and stick it outside and hope facility somebody walks off with it. Daphne doesn't want it. I told her all about it. She said, 15, 20-year-old unit? Are you nuts?
Suicide is very complex, so you
And so
can't
the
blame it
hunting and the
on
language
any
and
one
all the
reason.
practices.
What I do here is I focus on the traumatic history of colonization and the intergenerational trauma that's happening within our people. So I use that information to inform my work when I develop resources and training.
Indigenous people.
Isn't this the most indigenous broadcast ever?
There's also educating and reconciliation happening, like
It was a good picture, Mew.
reconciliation happening with the media institutions I work with.
What time is it?
I know myself, I find journalism to be
Right,
sometimes
Well,
so
yeah, you see
very
babbling on
life
about
is
things
very much a
that we're doing at
timeline,
Oak
whether you
Park,
are on a
and other
timeline or not.
Anybody ever thought
It was nice.
There's things that have to be relearned. You think that'll ever happen for someone?
Not the whole time, Tim. There were one or two moments that were just magical suddenly again.
I come from my family.
We went for a ride and we were down.
The directive is done until it's
It wasn't until we hit coming back Industrial Way.
They didn't grow up with them.
And I went like that, and you never gave me any direction as to whether or not you wanted us to stop.
Was practicing
And
conservation,
there was a whole 5 minutes that was
and
really
this is what
magical.
these elders are doing.
It was
Continuing
cool.
life,
There
respect
was
nature,
trees and shade, and it was just fucking magical. And Timmy's was much like Timmy's usually is. Everybody shows up, and then we go in, and they sit there and bullshit, and it's fucking hot and muggy and icky inside.
Okay, we've got to put that in the trunk or in the back.
Although it was nice to see Matt, but that was...
Decisions that are made here are made, I guess.
I can't believe that they did all of that.
Holding each other accountable as well for the decisions that are made, and everybody being able to contribute to pull their own weight, but also
And I don't know, some of that stuff has to set it out.
there's not
I don't know if we're going to 10 minutes.
but collectively,
Well, we'll do one of them. 10 minutes getting that thing up here. Okay, look at me.
it's just amazing.
And when he said
one of them.
it's a fridge, post that up.
Okay, we've got to put that in the trunk or in the
I don't even know how
back.
Kevin got it into the backyard.
Wait a minute.
That's why Kevin didn't want to do it again. I think he hurt himself.
Of the world and training these young people to get their voice
I
on
strong-armed it into the backyard. It is there. You don't
Okay,
get
we've got to
upstairs.
put that in the
Well,
trunk
if
or in
nothing
the
else,
back.
Just, and I just
Some of that stuff has to
yeah, and I think he answered too.
I don't know
Because I was not good.
well, we'll do one of them.
I don't. It's bad.
Okay, look at me.
We'll do one of them.
Close that up.
Manfred's great.
Some of that stuff has to there. Just
So he does pretty good walking. It might be why he had his right leg
My name's Bruce and I'm
trashed on the Achilles heel. That explains. It's not just rushing Manfred. This has to do with that whole side is not good. As he's coming upstairs, we came up 1 foot with the other foot, 1 foot with the other foot, and I'm hanging on to it going, hold on, hold on.
As an artist,
I'm holding.
in this space.
Okay, and then the next one. Literally 10 fucking minutes to get it in here. It got onto the bed. I don't know how he got it into the window.
I like the
I really don't fucking know.
here because
It was that bad.
humor and comedy in it, and it's
And
always
I went out looking for long screws, and he said, well, not drywall. And I said, well, that's what I got. I don't care. And I came back, and it's in the window. I said, how did you get it there? I don't know. I just kind of picked it up and swung it.
Before I worked in Lodge, like
Which I suspect he did. That was all, this was all clear.
You're like, wow. I remember that story.
And it really does. That weighs about 150 pounds.
What?
That weighs approximately 100 to 150 pounds. That's a lot.
the language was
Well, that's what it weighs.
no for our family. It was like forbidden.
You know, you go, oh,
Because
it's
of
a
the big
40
fear that,
pound. No, it's
taken
not.
away,
It's
no,
100 to
getting
150
work at the
pounds,
Lodge,
which already dates it at approximately 2000 before.
To learn these stories, these old stories that have been passed down.
And the idea of getting it recharged is debt.
I really found a place where
And whether he likes it or not, I do believe that there is something about energy efficient.
And being able to share it.
Energy efficient, that is not.
And collect as much as you can.
All right, Grandma.
I was losing my culture slowly because I wasn't really doing much. I wasn't going to ceremonies, I wasn't going to powwows. But since I've been here, we've been doing that every day.
Yeah, so the only powwow that's going on in
BC
DC will be the August one through the end of August, just at the long weekend mark. And Karameus. And Karameus is about 3 hours. It's the other side of Manic. I wouldn't mind talking with Daphne anyways. Just if we were going to do that, then we need to plan for that. And I need to organize what needs to go. And she's got enough gear herself. And you pack my stuff. And I've got to take barely a bag. And then if I can figure out what we can take in food, that would be cool. It's stuff that will not go as refrigerated. But we could take an entire bag of canned goods. Or 2, or 3. Here, open a can of beans. There, we're fed. If we're not eating, you know, in with the group. It's $10 a night to camp, which is actually pretty reasonable. Her car is going to be cheaper than the van, I know that. 239, it's 500 miles. That's a good 2 tanks or more of gas. Her car will run cheaper.
At the same time, I feel that. I guess I feel guilty too that I don't know my language.
What are you thinking about? We don't really have to carry as much. We'll be taking the van.
Is there anybody we can
going
would go see?
I thought there was something on the
I guess
island.
I could call Rennie and say, you know, do you want to go to Starbucks? But like I said, all these things probably should be organized earlier.
Let's go take the ferry, take the van, go to the island.
What?
And stay for 2 days.
Not at that time of day at 2:30.
Or up Sea to Sky. Squamish has.
We did 3 circles around here before we even headed that away.
This coming week. And I'm not going to make it with that. So this would be the big adventure then. And we don't have to carry as much if the weather's good. And a bag of canned goods, well, you know, we'll eat that. 2 tanks, 2 major tanks plus of gas, Tim, is about $200. Okay, well, hers is going to run cheaper. She'll run about maybe 100 on that car. So what we need now is a tarp. Well, I can provide that. Okay, we'll take a tarp and we'll take sticks or something. I don't know. We actually don't need even almost sticks. I have a big enough tarp that will go over the side of the car, come forward, and we can jerry-rig it to something. And now we've got a rain shelter, if nothing else. We really don't have a lot of privacy, but oh well, too bad. So I figured a sleeping bag, yeah, a bag of canned goods would work. Bag of canned goods. Bag of canned goods, an extension cord. Extension cord. What are we going to do for coffee? I have a small coffee pot. Sleeping bag. Sleeping bags pack a lot of room. Sleeping bag. I don't need a sleeping bag. Yeah, I probably do. Sleeping bag with a small little blanket. sleeping bag, small windows, coffee pot, bag of canned goods, clothes. I need 2 boxes that size, and I can do it. As well as food. The tarp's another issue, because the tarp, that's 3 boxes. We could do it. Her backseat would do it. Because she'll need about 3 boxes. Or you get the cubic area?
Yeah.
Yeah, about 3 boxes, and we could do it. And that's more than enough to, I mean, actually we don't even need that. I figured take 4 or 5 cans of brown beans, which is enough for her to eat that, if nothing else. And the odds are we wouldn't even necessarily use it. And I've got some, I don't know what they are, fruit salad things, and they're mostly the pop tops. I can't pack them down in a container. There they have to sit. So and odds are there may be food available, but I don't want to have to buy food. And I didn't eat when I went to Victoria, and it was a pretty incredible menu regularly. The only time I did eat was the night that we had mussels and oysters, and I ate that night.
I have family members
I ate nothing.
Their cousins or their aunties
If I'd gone
or
3
their
or 4
daughters
days, I
have gone
basically
missing
ate
or have been murdered.
It wasn't until 24 hours, and I went,
It's hard to
we have
take
a
on
problem, I can't
you
do
have a
this
loved one that's
without
gone.
wine, or
The
I've
only
got to
memories you
find
have with
something
them
to
are
knock
in
me
your
out.
heart and in your
Whiskey.
mind.
And short of whiskey, there was no hard liquor
You're always
place
thinking
within
about them,
block. I found the one place which was some kind of specialty place.
We've had to live
Take
with
that
that
fucking box. It's a
just
smaller
one of
box
those
with
people
straws.
standing up and speaking about it and just telling the truth. And my name is Theo Kigaswe.
Hey, Daphne, we can sit here and have a glass of wine.
Eu que benoje, que pisi se mata, se se se
But the coffee pot thing would work.
The who dance for me is
I've got a
healing
small
dance.
thing that will make. She
To others,
got
it's
one.
also warrior dance.
She got one online that's a real cool little thing that you would use on a camp stove. I'm hoping we would have power.
Yeah, I really appreciate it.
If you're camping in the night, and if not, there should be power
We're
somewhere
walking
there.
over to where Kelly,
Meaning, if I've got a
7 months pregnant, was found murdered. This was almost 10 years
how
ago.
many feet is that? Those extension cords are.
Actually, right here is one of the sites where we start and end our run. The run was a vision,
50.
and it was 134 kilometers.
150 extension cord has got to plug us to something.
And to raise awareness to the children behind the murder or missing Indigenous women.
It would run a little coffee pot, wouldn't it?
We run from here to Kirilanzibi, which
and
is
taking that would be the smartest thing.
35 kilometers. I'm so grateful that I've had a team that's helped me along the way.
Plug-in light bulb.
They've been there supporting me, and
No,
I've tried my best to be there and to support them also.
How'd you get into this, just you personally?
My lanterns,
I first had this vision when I was 9
kerosene,
years
coffee
old.
pot,
My
extension
aunt,
cord,
she was doing a
food,
bike across Canada
water
for
bottles.
Oxycontin abuse on reserves, and so I thought that it would be a good idea if we ran across Canada.
That's a box.
But then my
There's
mom
one
said
box.
Canada's a little too big.
You're kind of nice.
Sleeping bag is
Okay,
the
then let's
second
run
box.
to my friend Bridget
And
Tolley's
the
house,
third box
whose
is.
mother had been struck by
now
the
we got my
SQ.
drum.
Just walking back to her house.
What's the SQ?
The SQ is the Sûreté Québec, which is the police.
Pack my clothes in the fucking longhouse bag.
It would be
The drum and
honoring
be
her
done with
mother
it.
and also honoring the work that she does because she's one of the co-founders.
2 boxes in the longhouse bag, man. We're out of here for 3 days.
My run has always been in partnership.
And I
with
fed her too.
No, I wanted to raise awareness for something that I believed in, and if there's not a whole lot of people that are doing
I
this,
don't
then
even need
you
to
have
do
speak up
coffee. I can
and
take
start
instant
talking.
coffee.
Do you meet many of the families of missing people on your travels?
There are some people
Is
that
there
come
instant
to me
coffee up
and
here?
they share that their grandmother.
Well, I would just take over the house bag.
All these people in their lives are special helper. I have
Change that with a black back. Okay, now I've got a long house bag and a skirt, a sleeping bag, and a shawl.
I really feel
And a half box skirt and the shawl go in the long house bag. I'm really happy with my cedar, whatever, and this, and I don't know if I take any real
my dream
medicine.
would be that
if I do, I have to
when we share this medicine
stuff,
we can start discussing with each other, and that's how we're going.
So yeah, the longhouse bag. Actually, the longhouse bag, that's pretty good. It became my drum, my rattle, my tambourine, and my clothes, including 2 water bottles.
I find that I'm really struggling with the concept of love and the idea of
the longhouse bag is this big.
there's a
It will
definition
take
of
up
love that says
one little corner
we,
sideways in her vehicle.
as a collective of humans, can
And
only
I don't need
experience
to do it in a
love when we
box.
expand
A
ourselves
sleeping
spiritually
bag
to another and
has
treat
to
them
go
as we
in,
would treat
and then,
ourselves.
just
But
another
that requires a
satchel
huge
thing.
leap of self
So the longhouse
to be able
bag,
to
the
extend their
satchels, and I
spiritual
realize that.
and
You see how I'm the one
through
who's going to
this
suffer,
soul
and you won't.
person. We
You
work
get to sleep till
and
7. I got
through
3
the unity we
others.
struggle with is we cannot love ourselves be a community. And since I've left my reservation, I've been in search of this.
And
I hope
then
one day I
phone,
can find it.
chargers. I would like to get video, so I need a camera. I need as many charged batteries as I can pack. Those are easy to pack. Charged batteries. One camera.
Traditions that come with
and a video camera with the chargers. And one of my
I don't think people think enough
things.
about
And
climate
hope
change.
to God she's got a
Climate
plug-in.
change here changes the culture, takes away the life
If
of the
not,
house.
there will
We
be
must be
power
thinking
where
about
I
this,
can go
or
and
we're gonna
sit
lose it.
with it and plug it in. You follow? Like,
Okay, I've got to go the other way, and you've got to restart a Teams meeting. Hello?
So do I jump out now?
When I talk to you on the phone, okay? Okay. Oh, that's good.
we've got to put that in the trunk or in the back. Just wait a minute. Just some of that stuff has to there. Just set it in there. Well, I don't know if well, we'll do one of them. Wait, I don't. Okay, look at me. There. Okay, but we'll do one of them. Close that up. I thought of doing a Starbucks. Do you want to do a Starbucks?
I'd love a Starbucks.
I'm assuming we've got enough time to do that. Oh, jeez, this thing. I just... Oh, Jesus Christ. It's nothing that, unless you want to stand there and try to explain to them what they are supposed to do with it at someplace else. The settings on this yesterday. I got to put it all. Okay, there it's back. How did you sleep last night?
Not bad.
Hi, how's it going?
It goes.
12:10. Thank you.
That's fine. That's fine.
All right. Here's the double chocolate chip.
What's that?
And the coffee frappuccino with whip.
Thank you.
Thanks. Have a good one.
You throw that out the window. Okay.
Boss, it's yours. Not bad.
Traffic is horrendous coming out. What? big enough for me to not have hidden the damn thing. And it doesn't seem to be in the trailer either.
Box of what?
One of my camping style type boxes. It's a specific, a little different size than the full squares, and there's the other ones, and I don't know where I put this one, and I don't remember unpacking it because it had, I don't know, Tupperware type things and
I didn't put the bikes
silverware and
away.
stuff in it, and I don't
So
remember
I
putting
take it
it
we're
in
gonna go
the
out
red
and do that or
truck. It
something
doesn't
when we
appear
get
to
in
be in there.
for a little bit.
Doesn't seem to be in the green truck, so like, I would put it in there anyway. You know, like the brain's great for false memories. But I thought, well, I put it on the patio, but it's not on the patio. And I don't remember moving it anyplace. So we know enough not to go to the farmer's market, right? Yeah, I guess so. It's strange that they're not opening by the 9 o'clock mark. Like, that's odd. I didn't put the bikes away. So I take it we're going to go out and do that or something when we get in for a little bit. That's right. We should come up this way sometime. Come on. All those lines?
Yeah.
You follow them, they'll take you over to Bailey Road. Wow, huh?
Yeah.
This is going to be funky.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it though?
Just wants to kiss ya.
Not that.
Are they out there?
Probably here.
You're here? I'm gonna go out and talk to her because I gotta get drums out for them. Where are you? You didn't get to Clayburn. Did you get to Clayburn? Oh my goodness.
You know, that is nice down there. I wish the little store was still open. I brought a couple of drums for you.
Okay, so let me just get it happening.
You don't. Symbolic, you know, life, we're all on this journey. So, all right, the paddle song. Let's see. Way, one day we'll all be in sync. We won't actually have to yeah, cheers. Yeah, just one straight line. It was very cool. Now that we were paddling, I almost want to get the kids here. I need help, Mom. I was just thinking too, just like if we just find our temples and then just everybody take an opportunity to
I was just thinking of a couple of things. Number one, and I don't think we started with opening prayer and such. It's just something to mention that we should always open the closed circle. Another thing too is I'm thinking not only of the children that we've lost, but I'm thinking of our Lytton people and our Winona, our leaders and all the people who are hurting right now. So I thought, I don't know, a prayer song, but I know there's a few that she sings that are just beautiful, and I think that maybe we could just light the smudge and put it in the middle and then say a prayer song for all our people that are going through hard times, that are displaced, our kids, all the hurt that's coming up right now, and maybe honor them. Is that okay? I got over it. You'll get over it. Good.
Where's the grand
so
opening
sorry.
or what?
I'm also going to share something for, I got a call today and I just think it's important, just before while this was going on, right? Absolutely. From a guy named Alan Plett.
What are you thinking about?
He was at our celebration celebration of life for Grandpa.
Is there anybody we can think we would go see? I guess I could call Rennie and say, you know, do you want to go to Starbucks? But like I said, all these things probably should be organized earlier.
An honorary Métis, and he wants to give back. So he said
What?
to us he wants me to
Not at that time of day at 2:30.
take information in the community, and a year from now
We did 3 circles around here before we even headed that
and
away.
they want to make honorary elders, and what did he call them? Field dams and united, like with the sword 3 times. And it's going to be a big do in the Lower Mainland. And he's looking for people who's worked in the community with our people for a long time, who's been given from their hearts, and he wants to recognize them. And he said if the Catholic Church doesn't say an apology, they're going to do one publicly over there. So it's all part of reconciliation. So just keep your mind if you want to call me with names or something that we want to. We've got a year. He said it's a lot of prep. It's not going to cost anybody anything. But it's his way of giving back to reconciliation and doing something for the Métis people who's worked in the community for many years. So just something to keep in mind and talk to the elders about.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
And another thing that he was saying, I don't know, I'm 70 and I've never been called a dam before. He was so impressed. I've been called a couple of words that hell dam. He did the celebration. I think it's, of course, a good friend of Grandpa Larry. So, and it's going to be a national thing. It's going to be nationally done, but this is DC, like our part, and he's doing the Métis part. So I thought that was kind of cool, you know. Just got the call before the drum circle, so my mind has been.
That's what she was talking
Gotta share, gotta share, gotta share.
Janet, it is fenced. It is fenced. Can he squeeze through there? I guess, eh? To squeeze through.
Calhoun's back.
Yeah.
It's good to see everybody. It's good to know that COVID is starting to ease. No more masks. It's good to see you all my relations.
Thank you for inviting me to join in the circle, and I had a great time. It was awesome listening to the drums and the voices, because the drums always make you feel connected, and I thank you for that.
Once again, it was nice to see all of you. And come to next week.
What's the plate? I'm not reading it, but that looks like states. Okay, that's good. So we got some food, and we'll make some sandwiches. I'll just make the sandwiches.
And let people make their own.
So I was trying to there.
Well, it's somewhat of an interesting moment anyway. I tell you, I don't think I want to go through the wastelands with these people. Probably not, but if that's might be her. Is that her? They've got a great car, I know that. No, that's...
That's a Cadillac.
Huh?
That's a Cadillac.
Well, they've got some kind of great thing that's something like that. So it seems to me it was great. I don't know. And then I'll pull that out and I'll just do a... Do you want it on bagel or buns?
Buns.
Okay. And that's fine if it, but you can use the voice box to message, okay?
Talk to anybody, and then services quit, and then they opened up here, and they weren't open over there, and so I just kind of meandered over here because I wanted to listen to the worship and everything. So
I think it's important what people want, so don't get me wrong. I think that that's valid to say the worship for you. But I think what a lot of people want, so this is what I've said to Matt there, is they want the same thing that you'd want in Indigenous relationships, and that's relationship.
yeah,
Okay, you know, here you call it connect. Well, you know what? I'm only here because he chatted to me about a motorcycle a dozen times before I finally said, oh, just I would park over here. I was working over here at Central. I finally said, well, what is there?
yeah.
And he would go upstairs, and then there were these other guys, and I thought, oh, maybe somebody's renting above, and you know, who knows?
Yeah.
And he says, no, and it's a church. And I says, well, this is a Muslim ride. You should come. See, but you know what was before that? That chat about the bike.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you doing? Oh, I'm over at Central. Oh, it's crazy. I'm trying to do EA. You know, the kids are... It was that
connection. Yeah. So I didn't...
There, I told her I'd send you a picture. So you're going to sit there for a minute. I will go across the way, and we have to go home and change that cat. So please don't mind that we're going to throw in the shade. I guess it's totally straight, isn't it? There. That's all lake traffic. Yeah, and so I there was always tools on a bike. Okay, now I have one of them, and I have a pair of something, but that can live there for what little amount that you're using it. And I'm just sick to death of whatever. I haven't picked one up. It's a 13, and Kelly thought it was a metric.
Yeah, 13 mil.
Yeah, well, that's what he thought, so. Anyway, so there's that. Here, I'm gonna sit for a second and drink some water, among other things. This is looking really... Tim, why is this looking so distorted in color? It's like it's running too hot. No, it does. That just looks like it's running too fucking hot. don't know what's going on over there. It looks like a big family function.
I need to look at that when we get in and home.
And then you have a drink of water. There's water bottle in there.
Here, I'm gonna sit for a second and drink some water, among other things.
But promise me we're not going to do that again.
This is looking really... Tim, why is this looking so distorted in color? It's like it's running too hot.
No, you have to go back because why?
No, it does. That just looks like it's running too fucking hot.
You set them outside the
I need to look at that when we get in and home.
Or you tag them with something. I hate the idea of turning left here, but that's why it's right and then turning right back. Well, back out of it. It's just ridiculous. It just hasn't, there's no better gap yet. I think that bike's a little
Here, I'm
high
going to sit for a second and drink some water, among other things.
I find it's difficult.
This is
And she's
looking
just
really...
started riding the last couple of years, so,
Tim,
you
why
know,
is this looking
she's
so
got nothing to
distorted in
prove,
color?
which is really cool.
It's like it's running too hot. No, it does. That just looks like it's running too fucking hot.
So at least she's thinking that way.
I need to look at that when we get in and home.
And don't let me forget I've got a camera sitting on the back of the bike. Which is not the smartest place to set it, is it? Running? Oh, I bet you it's even running. Yeah. She thought this thing was cute. She said, that's neat. See, wow. I said, oh no, and I should have recovered it again, but I didn't. It's been on there for years now, and so I just glue fur on when it starts to split. Oh wow, yeah. Well, I figured, you know,
Here,
eventually
I'm
it'll
gonna
just
sit
get
for
covered
a second
with
and
it.
drink some water, among other things.
She
This
likes
is
the little-
looking really...
That's what I was showing her.
Tim, why
She
is
was
this
like,
looking
I said,
so
the tank top.
distorted
She
in
said,
color?
"Your tank up." She says, well, I think
It's like it's running too hot.
I said, you know, by rights, you should be able to strap something
No,
on
it
there
does.
with magnet.
That just looks
If it
like
was
it's
heavy,
running
it
too
would
fucking
stay.
hot.
And with a clip. So I showed her my clip. So, oh no, I showed her the clips on yours.
I need to look at that when we get in and home.
Under the fender. And they stay in place. Wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And just invented this stuff. And she thought that she likes the skull on there. And I said, well, no, it's on the magnet. Wait. She's going to pull it off. I said, well, don't, because it's probably ickier than shit underneath. And I got to keep it in the same spot because I didn't take it off to clean it. So I showed her the magnet. Well, how do you put it on? Well, you know, I shoe goof it, and then afterwards I run Rush Crazy glue on it and a few other things. And I may wire them. It depends. And then electrical tape a bit over it, just so it doesn't scratch anything. I hate a crowned road to try to turn on. I don't know why. It's just, they make me crazy. Driveway. She said there's, I don't know if they're taking it or not, but this is bitchy this way. There, so you get some water into you. And so now you need to yell. Oh no, if the bike's here, you must be kicking around. Well, go that way. Go that way. He's working on it then. Oh, I like the duckies. Those are cool.
Alfred!
I don't know if he's in there. Well, here he is at the moment. Oh, those are the kids out front. Okay, look at me and smile. Oh, there he is. Right there.
Hey, bud.
There he was again. Hi.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Isn't it unbelievable? I think it's hot still. How about you? Oh, well, that's about it. I'm finding the heat's getting to me. I like those. Those are cool. Oh.
Look at the talk at the boss inside or no?
Yeah. Yeah, she's resting. That's okay, we chatted.
She's resting?
Yeah, that's cool, we chatted.
Okay.
Hey, pull up the seat. There's a breeze.
Yeah, sit
That
down.
feels good.
Stay a
Wait a
while.
minute, weren't they all out the front a second ago? Well, maybe they were, I don't know.
How you doing?
Not bad, yourself?
Didn't see you Friday.
What's that?
Didn't see you Friday.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, you were
Sitting
sipping on
out
the ice
front.
cup.
That's right.
So, out for a ride or what?
Yeah, he's on the 250. Because that's the therapy.
Be careful with that thing. That thing will lift up the front wheel.
And here he is at the moment.
Both arms. No, I mean, like this.
Okay, look at me and smile. You actually can.
Especially when you park that tank in the back.
You can stand them on end. Actually,
Oh, yeah, you
fairly
probably
easy.
can get it up, yeah.
There he was
I used to do
again.
it for
Hi.
125, just slide a little bit farther back.
Yeah, that's it. Yep. You got it. Ah.
It's okay, she's talking about putting the rubber back on. So.
Well, that's up to that's whether or not you think you can do it or not.
Did you get the one from Fred yet?
No.
I've been over there twice, but there's no bike there. He hasn't got it there. What did he
No,
do?
they're in a trailer.
Oh, is that it? I don't know what to do with it, Manfred.
Or did it get melted along with everything else, or what?
The what?
Did it get damaged badly, or?
I think it was not when it would have been inside, it would have been done, right? I think it was outside in the yard, so.
I'm not sure what to do with it. And the kicker is I'm not even sure how to pick it up. I mean, I guess he wants to dump it or replace. I asked him, I said, well, do you just want the thing? So, yeah, well, here he
If you
is
have an
at the
old
moment.
Baraga, you want to keep it for birds, right? Even for that.
No, this one's a, yeah. Okay, look at me and smile.
Oh, it's,
Yeah. So,
well, it might be worth this to somebody something.
there he was again. Hi.
Put it online and see how many bites you get.
I haven't had any bites on the new bikes. Why would I get bites on the old bikes? My
These
grace.
guys are trying to revive those old
Well, that could be too, yeah.
collectors, right?
Mm. This is nice. This is cool.
Yeah, I just need to put a new tarp on here. Bigger tarp.
Oh, it feels pretty good.
That's right.
That side. There we go. Did you build the frame? Did you build this frame?
No, I just slide it together.
Oh, okay.
I actually got it from Chad, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, these cement
Well,
posts
yeah,
that go
that's...
into it and attached to the bottom. And, yeah, that's a good idea. Keep it down that way.
Well, exactly. Interwise for sure. Yeah, well, here we is at the moment. So you're headed up to somewhere. Okay, look at me and smile. Yeah, there he was. Yeah, hi. Okay, look at me and smile. There he was for a second. Hi. Some water, among other things. This is looking really... Tim, why is this looking so distorted in color? It's like it's running too hot. No, it does. That just looks like it's running too fucking hot. I need to look at that when we get in and home. So here we are in my famous spot. I don't know who to call and say, hey, do you want to show up at a park either? Whatever it is has to be planned a lot sooner than this. What are you thinking about? Well, that's good. Is there anybody we can think we would go see? I guess I could call Rennie and say, you know, do you want to go to Starbucks? But like I said, all these things probably should be organized earlier.
I thought you were headed for Abbotsford.
What?
I thought you were headed for Abbotsford.
Not at that time of day at 2:30. We did 3 circles around here before we even headed that away.